guys, what is up? And we are back with round number 8 in the Dragon Ball Super card game National Championship Qualifier presented by PPG here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Got Matthew Combs on the right. You guys might have heard of him. Kind of a big deal. Content creator for the Dragon Ball Super card game. Such a great person. Does a lot for our game. Produces a lot of really good content. On the left, we have Dylan Warren playing Trunks. Not a content creator, but a Table 1 player. I'll tell you that right now. Fantastic guy. Really so. Just destroying people with Trunks. Fantastic. Got something, check them out. Here we go. Also, guys, don't forget, we have one more round after this, actually. We have 9 rounds, over 310 players in the first Orlando Regional by PPG. Obviously, we've been here before, but fantastic. Scrub Fab and Dean, guys. Also, don't forget, we have a special guest commentator still with us, still awake. Mr. David Fujimura-san.
Hi.
Hey. Take it, Mas.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. We're still here giving you what you want, what you need. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super. Bringing you the DBS.
All right, so we got Dylan leading off with the blue-yellow version, and we have Coombs going at it with the blue-red version. So it's a clash of the aggro. Two very similar leaders doing very similar strategies.
Absolutely.
Trying to
I would say out of all the matches we've seen this week, this is the most, and I put this in quotation mark, classic. You know, this is the thing we see. You know, this is Hirudegarn. This is Trunks. They're playing Storm. This is like the, you know, this is what we've seen before. Obviously, they got some new tools, some new things. What are the records? I'm not really sure what the records are, but I do. I mean, I don't think either of them have a loss. Yeah, but I'm sure there's some amount of draws there from a couple of them or something.
Yeah.
Again, not 100% sure.
They're undefeated, but there might be a tie in there.
Right. Yeah. I apologize. I need to get a place on here for their records. I need to remember to do that. I always say I'm going to do that. I never do. So I'm sorry.
All right. So Dylan here, starting off quick. He's turn 2, already at 5 life. Looking like he's gonna awaken this turn.
Absolutely. It just seems like this is what Matthew's deck though wants, though, right? Like Matt wants you to awaken soon. He wants you to go low in life. He wants you to hurt himself with Bardock, and then he's going to take you out with the GT cards. Very, very good meta call, I believe, and I think it's one of those decks that is going to take a lot of people off guard. And the thing about this game and a lot of other card games is that whenever you play an original deck, something that takes people off guard, very few players can actually
adapt
in 3 games. It's very tough to, you know. It takes a very special player, and the players who can are the ones you see on top tables because that's what they do.
That's the edge of bringing something non-meta.
Right, absolutely.
But at the same time, there are risks involved. But
absolutely. Now in the second feature match area, pretty exciting. We have the Gotenks player that you guys all love and enjoy. It's just a fantastic player playing against the movie promo Broly.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Mind blown.
Yeah, gonna be a cool game.
So a couple things to note about Dylan's list. He's, as you can see, playing the Hidden Power E Supreme Kai, and it's looking like he uses those early game to get a quick advantage, quick damage in, and he's looking to end the game with Mira Crater Absorbed. He's also notably playing, as you can see, the 2-drop Swap Goku. Now, this is something some of you might not have seen yet, but it's a tip of the hat to the fact that we no longer have Flute, and sometimes you just run out of the 2-drop swap targets. And
absolutely, it does happen.
And Goku is not a bad one. It's a 15K, something that the blue-yellow deck had a hard time hitting sometimes, which is why they play Mother Videl. And this is going to help Dylan, get over Senzubin.
I love Videl. We talked about that before. Videl's such a cool card. She essentially gives you 2 cards. She draws a card and gives something 5K, which I think a 5K boost can almost be translated into a card. And then a lot of times your opponent has to attack into it to kill her, and that is just saves you attack, saves you a damage, which is really important in this Storm Mirror, right? Every damage counts.
Yep.
So that's something that's very important.
So now, Matthew Coombs, while not playing the traditional blue-red, he's playing a little more spicy.
A little spicy, little sriracha, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Put a little spice in it.
Yeah.
Little peppers.
Little sambal sriracha. Here we go. So we got Matthew Coombs playing a GT-centered version.
I like it.
Very much similar to how the Pan was using it. Trying to get in there with
Triple Flash?
Triple Flash.
Okay.
He's in lieu of playing the 5-drop Kigoku, he's playing the more reminiscent of the Mecha Frieza days, the 3-drop Goku that becomes a 5-drop in play when you are at 4 or less life, and the Victorious Fist.
Your boy P says, second feature match area. Yeah, we have 2 feature matches going on. We have the one on stream that you guys see. Then we have another one that's being recorded and will be featured on the Kitchen Table Meta YouTube channel, which we'll take home and I'll edit, and then I'll put in commentary as well. I'll do commentary over top of the video and post those up on YouTube starting next week. I probably won't get home until late Monday, so they might not be coming up until like Tuesday or Wednesday, but I'll try to produce them and get them out as fast as I can.
So a theme we're kind of seeing is throughout the week, well, not throughout the week, but throughout the tournament, we've been, and I touched on this, I think the very first match, that we're starting to see a lot of players gravitate towards battering laser.
Yeah.
And Dylan,
it's one of the best finishers in the game. It's not. I don't think it's what that card was designed for, but it's definitely how it's being played. It's like Mira or attack you. Oh, I'll just counter that. Battering. Nope.
It's going
through. Yeah, and that's huge. That's huge.
And Dylan, while not playing a main deck, he does have it in the side. And Matthew Combs, while not playing yellow, we've like I said, we saw this with the Pan from before. They're playing Triple Flash, which is you cannot.
Can you go get Sean for me?
Interrupt.
The head judge?
You cannot counter the attack. So we're seeing a trend of people not wanting their attacks to be negated.
Yeah, they want those attacks to go through. It's pretty important. Yeah, definitely.
So we're definitely seeing a trend in the meta revolve around these types of cards.
Absolutely. Now, I went and got Sean to see what the situation is with the Triple Flash errata. I think it's November 9th, but I don't want to answer that without...
Yeah, it to my knowledge, it is effective November 9th, which is when...
sorry, so chat was asking about the Triple Flash errata. When does that take effect?
Triple Flash errata?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I wanted to get the answer from you.
So yeah, the whole issue with the Triple Flash errata is that they made notice of their testing with Set 5 in a combination of leader and battle card. That was a little too good. The Shenron leader.
Shenron really just made that card absurd.
The Shenron leader, in conjunction with Triple Flash, is enough to get errated.
It's enough to get errated, which is pretty cool.
You mean triple attack with triple strike? Is it that combination?
Only when you can't negate it.
Or do it on maybe turn 3 and can't be negated?
November 23rd,
Yep.
so it's legal for Nats?
It is. Oh, so no. American is November 9th.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's when you're...
Okay, yeah. So it is November 9th is the errata for the U.S., and then European is
The 23rd.
is 23rd. So that's thank you so much. I'm sorry to bother you, Sean. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And those are in conjunction with the release of Set 5.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, so it will be in time for Nats.
Yeah. So Matthew Coombs taking full
advantage
of being able to use triple flash with the blue leaf.
as good players do. By the way, that's I mean I know it might sound weird, and I know a lot of people always like to criticize that, like you're playing this card, it's cheap, blah blah. It's like, yeah, that's how you win games. That's how you become a good player. You find the advantages and you take advantage of them, and Matt is very good at that. That's what he builds his channel on doing, is finding the good combinations and exposing them and using them.
Be eroding bad cards.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dylan doing all he can on this turn 3. He's building
Matthew
up a
trying to
board.
get Dylan to 3 life the previous turn. That makes me think he has triple flash in his hand. I don't know. I can't see.
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Yeah, okay. So that seems like that's what he's trying to do, but we'll see.
I do see one card missing off of Matthew's list.
Yeah, so
What is it? What card?
Matthew Coombs is not playing the one of Legendary Flute.
Really?
He's his only target being
Probably Pan?
the pint-sized Goku and Raging Spirit Sun Gohan.
Does he not run the Pan that like buffs another card?
Nope.
Oh, I expected him to run that card. I don't know why.
Let me double check. No, he is playing combination attack.
Okay.
But yeah, he is not playing the flute. I think he's just trying to go for like maximum consistency.
She seems pretty good with flute, you know, because you can play her for free, buff, and then bounce, buff.
It's very.
And then you're halfway there, you know.
Well, with the build he's running, I figure he would want to get rid of any potential blockers.
Right. That's true too. Yeah. Use it as a offense tool that way. Yeah, absolutely. Dylan does look like he's a little bit ahead of board position though. Does have a free blocker out there, which is going to be pretty important when facing down triple flash Goku.
This is definitely going to be a interesting match because typically what triple flash decks like to do is when you're going for a triple strike kill, you want to go from 5 life to 3 life, so a double strike. And
ooh, Matthew charging triple flash, giving away the spice.
And
I'm sure Dylan knows.
It's gonna be a little hard for Matt to maybe
usually by this
push
stage
through
of the
this
game,
one.
both players know what each other's playing. They have an idea. They've seen each other at the top tables. They've glanced over a couple times and been like, okay, I see what's going on. They've heard the stories. Oh, I just got obliterated by Matthew Combs because he played triple flash and destroyed me. Okay.
The irony is these guys probably haven't seen each other. Last round Dylan was on stream, and I believe the round before that, Matthew's player did not show up.
Oh well, that could have I guess been a thing. Matthew with Hoy here in hands.
His hand is getting dangerously low.
It is. I would say uncharacteristically low.
Yeah, for a Hirudegarn. But what can you do? I think he's only seen one Senzu Bean to protect him against the storm. And Dylan is just able to keep his dudes on board.
And that's the thing. You keep Goten on board for 1 turn, it's devastating. You keep Goten on board for 3 turns or whatever it's been, it's absolutely just annihilates the other opponent. I mean, it's so much card advantage. And not only is it just card advantage, it's I pick the best card out of 3 cards every turn. These cards are going to be impactful. I'm not going to get a brick. You know what I mean? These cards are going to be. Does he play Chantak Zeno? I don't know which player you're referring to, but I don't think either player is playing Chantak Zeno. So
Matthew Coombs does not play Change Zeno. He is all in on the main board for triple flash, and in the side, he does play Change Zeno. So it'll be interesting to see what he decides to do game 2.
Dylan just has a scary board right now.
yes, it's very scary. Mira being just a fantastic blocker in the Trunks decks. Honestly, one of the reasons why I think Trunks is viable is just because of that Mira blocker. It's so good. You can do so many cool things with it too. You can play it out for free, attack with Trunks, combo with it to draw back if you need to cycle it. You can just do so many cool things. I mean, like we've even seen some players use it in the smaller hand builds of Trunks to activate Gohan. So you play it out, activate Gohan, play Gohan out, then combo with Mira to draw your card back. It's just such a versatile card in a bunch of different Trunks builds. It's always seems to be like the kind of, I would say, the soul of the deck. It's that card that does so much for the deck.
Yeah, the the key difference between Trunks and Hirudegarn is the Awaken. So Trunks draws 2, Hirudegarn untaps 2.
Yeah.
Drawing 2, while it is good and helps Trunks possibly getting over on Hirudegarn in card advantage, it leaves them a little more susceptible to a weaker defense.
Yeah.
And Might being able to just come out for free, it's basically a free negate. So that kind of helps fill the void.
Now, I will say this, though. Here's the thing about Trunks. On Trunks' Awaken turn, he can draw anywhere between 4 cards to 6 cards. And that's a huge deal. That's a lot of card advantage from just Awakening. Not to mention how much pressure he puts on during that Awakening turn as well. So, Trunks can go from, like I said, 4 to 6 cards on Awakening, plus the pressure he puts on, right? Because if he uses a super combo each time, he's drawn 2 cards off each Awaken, plus 2 cards off the actual Awakening. And the cool thing is, it doesn't even have to be off the leader. That's just off him Awakening.
Yeah.
If you attack with the leader, that's an extra card. So that can be anywhere between 5 and 7 cards. So he just gets so much card advantage so quickly off his Awakening. It reminds me a lot of Hercule.
Yeah.
In that regard.
It was that was one of the first comparisons. Was Hercule is basically the Trunks leader on crack.
Yeah. With the downside being he's a little bit weaker base power.
Mm-hmm.
But he can do his ability infinite amount of times on both players' turns, which just is holy crap.
But you can't put Trunks being blue. Trunks being a blue leader. You can't forget about that.
Yeah, that's a positive.
Because that opens up Trunks, unyielding. And
I would say that's probably my biggest complaint about the game. And it might be something I might do a video about, is that it's really weird to me that being a blue leader is an advantage.
Yeah.
And none of the other leaders are like that.
Yeah.
Like red leaders you're not at an advantage if you play a red leader in some way. It's just like, I think that might be the most pressing issue once we get out of set 5, once the game slows down and gets back to where we want it to be. I think that's the next thing Bandai should look at is how can we give an advantage to all the leaders? Because a yellow and green leaders are just at a disadvantage because Haru exists. You know what I mean?
Yep.
9 rounds total, Coolin.
What yellow green have that checks for color, the effect is so underwhelming that people don't even.
Yeah, like Cold Bloodlust. It's not necessarily that it's underwhelming. It's that it's limited. It's restrictive. So like, Cell is absolutely worth playing a green leader, but you can only play like 2 green leaders. Well, it's more than that now, but you know what I mean. Like
it's an android leader.
Right. Exactly. Cold Bloodlust definitely worth being yellow, but only Frieza's army ones can take advantage of that. Where blue, it's like all their good cards are just, if you're blue, you're better than the other. You know what I mean? I'll say you're better, but you know what I mean? Like you do have...
You have an edge.
Yes.
And of course they're gaining the new negate.
Oh, gosh, that negate is so good, too. I don't think it's, like, broken, but it's very good. It's a very good defensive card. It's very aggressive. Okay, here's Dylan coming in trying to go for the win here. Matthew is at 2 life. And here comes 2 cards, plus Trunks is awakened. So here we go, 25K into 15K. We'll see if Matthew has a negate or any way to stop it. Dylan's using Trunks to untap an energy, going up to 30K. Dylan looking through his small novel. Chapter 1 is a super combo. Going to go up to 40K, draw a card. He did get a double strike combo card, so he could try to finish the game. Never mind with Mir if this doesn't work out, but he's saying not worth it. We're going to go in on this attack. 25, 30, 40, 50K. There's 70K, 80, 90. You might as well go all in, my friend. 90. A whole bunch. Okay.
It's looking like 135 maybe?
Yeah, it's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110.
110.
All right, Matthew's going to try his best here. Here we go.
That's it.
He's just reached.
Yeah, he was looking for more super combos.
Right.
And
And that's the cool thing about Hirudegarn. You do draw 2, and it's very possible. I like that Matthew tried that. It's very possible that you just get the chain going,
GTV, Fate, any Universe 7s in the top tables.
Yeah, a lot of Universe 7s.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't get that many on the stream because I thought it would just be like people would be bored of it since there were so many in Dallas. But yeah, don't mistake yourselves. There are a lot of them.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of variants. I was talking to one of the bearded members. He's playing a non-victory strike, and then I think there was another one that was centered around Frieza Clan. So a couple of different varieties out there.
Super cool. I mean, like I said, like I'll tell George, since he just sat down. I think between both streams, we've had, I would say, well over 20 different leaders on stream today. That's insane. That's unprecedented. I don't think it's any format has been like that in Dragon Ball. I mean, there's been a lot of diverse formats in our game, but this has by far been the most diverse one I've seen. I mean, of course, you have 310 players. You're going to have a lot of diversity, but these are top table decks, too. It's not like I said before, it's not like we're just going down the table 100 and pulling out, two people playing starter decks or something, so we'd have different decks. Like, these are people playing, like, decks at a high level. Like,
AFK Graphics, the movie Broly deck will be on the KTM YouTube once Dusty commentates it at home and gets it up for you guys.
Yeah, I love the game on the main stream, but since we only have 2 more rounds, those are always reserved for the top you know what I mean? Like, that's like, essentially this is a semifinal game right now, and then the next game will be the finals. So we have to put those on the main. I wouldn't say we have to. Like, obviously, like, PPG doesn't care what we have on here, but it's like kind of respectful to the players. Like, you've got this far, like, you deserve to be on stream.
Yeah, they deserve to be on
But I'm
stream,
sure the player will be playing tomorrow in the 2K, and I'll try to get him on the stream for you guys tomorrow as well.
All right, so we got a little action going on. Dylan failed to find a Goten, which is kind of
not good. Not a good way to start it.
And Coombs now sighted into the Chain Zeno package,
which is pretty cool.
He's starting to go a little more sideways.
Now, do you think the player that goes first in this matchup has an advantage, or do you think it really depends on the way your deck's built? Or
it depends, because while Trunks is more wide in what they do, they like to swing with multiple things.
Okay.
Blue,
and
red.
So when you say go wide, that means just like more attack.
Yeah.
You don't have one big dude. You have a bunch of small guys, and you try to go around what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah. So while Dylan's blue-yellow wants to do that, Matt Coombs' blue-red is more bursty. He likes to play, 1 or 2 dudes and go really big with them.
Like Triple Flash or Mira or
just go really big with like a Kava. Or, his plan is not to hit you softly to death. He wants to just knock you out.
Death of 1,000 cuts.
Do you guys think because Dylan did not see anything like Chain Zeno in game 1 that he's drawing so aggressively now because he's not?
Right. Yeah, and that could be Matt's plan. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to catch people off guard. They won't see it game 1. If I take game 1, then I have a huge advantage game 2, similar to what happened with the player that I think it was round 2 that didn't show his Shigesh, because he was like, if I don't show this is a huge advantage.
So Trunks is already awakened, and this could spell disaster if Matthew can string together a Chain Zeno this next turn, which is very possible.
Yeah, it's very possible. We don't see the Zeno in his hand yet, but
I think that's the only thing missing.
Yeah, he has chain attack.
Yeah, he has the intensifying power Trunks, the Senzu Bean to untap the bread, the chain attack, and now he's just.
You say untap the bread?
Yeah, because he has 1 blue.
What's bread?
One red.
Oh,
1 red, sorry.
I was like. That's what I'm going to start saying now. I'm going to untap the bread, take it to the bakery, put it in the oven. Here it comes.
That's okay. You keep calling Maya Mira.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. You do.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Her name's Mai, right? M-I-I.
Yeah,
She's a little cutie. Oh, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mira.
Don't disrespect her. She'll shoot you with that gun.
With a shotgun, man. Holy crap. Let's get this bread. Let's mix up the dough and untap the bread.
So intensifying.
So he didn't find the Zeno.
He didn't.
So
but that could also work in his favor. I mean, it's not like right now is a insane time to do it. He can maybe bait Dylan to playing a couple more cards out, drawing some more cards, maybe taking their life or so, and then.
So Matthew's just
LD Games, at Pro Play Games Live. Dusty, are you casting Nats? I'm actually hosting Nats, so I'm working in conjunction with ARG, and they contacted me. We talked it out. and I'll be hosting that. So we'll be doing a lot of casting. There's going to be I don't know who all they're getting. They're getting other casters too. We're all going to work together as a team to bring you guys some great coverage of Nats. It's actually going to be really exciting. I'm really excited for Nationals. I know Bandai is going to be there. They want me to interview them on stream, that kind of thing. So we're gonna hear a lot from Bandai, and I think it's just going to be a great event. Plus, there's going to be tons of side events too. So go check it out. Go, if you're in the area, go play. Even if you don't have your invite, just go play in the side events. You can still win medal cards, which is super cool. So just
that was a recent announcement that they're going to add medal card rewards to some.
Who knows if they'll be exclusive, but they may or may not be. But either way, they're something to play for. And also, even if you're not, even though this is the last regionals and you do not have your invite, they are doing last chance qualifiers.
Yep.
So you're doing pods of 8, and the winner of the pod gets their invite to Nationals, and that's the day before. So even if you don't have it, you still have a reason to come.
Ooh, double strike coming out.
Even if you don't qualify for Nationals, you still can have a ton of fun playing in the side events.
Absolutely. Dylan coming in with 25K double strike here, trying to knock Matt to 3.
So it looks like Matt did find the Zeno.
He did. So this is going to really be telling what he decides to do here. If he defends it here, it means he's going to plan. I think it's okay to defend here because you're going to fill your hand back up. And I think protecting your life if you're expecting to Zeno is really important.
Well, one of the things I think Coombs is going to be looking to do is be at least 4 life for the chain Zeno turn. Because he wants to awaken. He's going to be at 4 energy, so he'll get the maximum value from that awaken side, which can be really punishing. And Coombs is going for
Gonna take it. Okay.
He's he wants that maximum chain attack value.
I like it. Another mirror comes down.
So Dylan is passing the turn.
It's mine, by the way. It's trolling, but no one. David just ignored it completely.
That's not me. Does that look like me? No.
Yes, it does, actually.
That is not. When I had long hair, maybe. All right, so I think we're just going to see a...
just classic.
Just straight, nothing fancy.
He might go in with the Raging Sun Gohan to...
try to get another life in their hand?
Try to get another life. Not only get another life, but also thin his deck a little bit. Because all those cards from his hands are going to go straight to the deck. But Dylan, getting ready for the Chain Zeno, does the Senzu Bean, which is a really smart play.
Yes, very powerful, because then essentially Matthew has to combo with his Zeno to deal damage to the Trunks.
Zeno is a 0 combo, so
yeah, it's 15,000
combo along with
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was like, Dusty, Zeno has no combo.
All right, so he's fired. There's a lot of things this game I don't know.
You said I was unfireable.
Clearly, from previous matches, none of us know how to play Ban.
Right, we have no idea how to play that deck. But Zeno being a 0-cost 0 is not one of them.
Yep. Notorious.
David.
Comboing.
Power
Zeno.
Tell you what, I'm really glad that I bought this sweatshirt. It's very notorious in here.
Notoriously cold.
Just have to. The point is to use the word incorrectly. That's what makes it funny. All right, here's the Awaken. Can you share who the player is playing Black Broly? I don't have his name up on screen because we were recording it. There's no overlay. But I can look at my phone because I took a picture of the match slip, so I would spell the name right. I'll tell you.
All right, so Hirudegarn gets in. He draws 1. Top decks 1 card from his opponent's hand. So Dylan's sitting in a not as comfortable a spot as he was
as he wanted
a turn
to be.
ago.
Right. All right, let's
Library
see.
turned to a pamphlet.
It's Julian Rodriguez. Is that right? Player 2.
That's Goten.
No, Gotenks is.
Oh, Gotenks
is Doha.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Julian.
So yeah, Julian Rodriguez.
Yep. Here comes Goten. It just shows you how good the card is, by the way. Hardcast it, no big deal. Love it. Would do it again. Ooh, gets Bardock. I don't know if that's something he wants to play, but if he has something to swap into.
No, Bardock is sometimes what you need to get back in the game after a Chain Zeno. life is blue-yellow's most valuable resource. So
No problem, FA graphics.
if he has something to swap into, we might be in business again here on Dylan's side.
Ooh, Unbreakable is kind of a good combo card.
Yeah, Unbreakable will be good. I think he has a Goku in hand. Yes, he does. He has a 2-drop swap Goku, so we might just see.
He draws another Bardock.
Bardock.
That's not going to be.
Yeah, the second one is definitely not good.
Well, it looks like he's not playing Bardock, unless he wants the Sensu Bean right here to untap. Ooh, the Videl is a great draw here. He might Sensu Bean. No, okay. Because right now it's, man, playing Bardock, taking a life.
And
I
Coombs?
just wanted to put the brakes on it for right now.
No, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, Coombs sitting at Hoy, Whis, a Zeno, and a combination attack pan in hand. Not the greatest, but Hoy can totally turn that hand around, so we'll see. Another good top deck from Coombs with Unbreakable.
What does he say? So he chooses not.
So Dylan's going to go ahead and let that Goten die.
Okay.
Psycho, are we allowed to see their deck lists? They will be published by PPG
At some point.
At some point during the weekend or week. Kind of comes down to when they have available time. Takes time to upload it all and get it all sorted and organized.
There's only 310 of them.
Yeah. So it might take a while. It might take a while.
All right, there's the Bardock. Taking a life, goes to 3. Now it's tied 3-3. Tax for 10,000. This would be a great opportunity to Trunks.
Yeah, you can Trunks or Goku combo.
All right,
Dig
I
a
like
little
that
bit.
too.
That's going to be draw
Gets to draw 2, yeah. Ooh, Piccolo would be one of those draws.
Finds a Piccolo and a
Fu.
Scientist Fu. Are we going to see
This could spell
the
disaster.
end of the game right here? He does have a Whis though. So, ooh, and he draws another one. So 2 Whis, keeping Matt Coombs sitting pretty comfy. Not shaking in his boots right now.
Ooh. Oh, he must be going to swap in the Videl here.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Do you think Matthew will negate? Oh, he's not even going to attack with it.
I don't think he needs to. I think he just kind of, depending on how big Dylan combos on this Goku, he might just let it go to 2 life and be safe with the 2 Whis in hand.
Well, this is probably going to be a Whis excursion, I would imagine. Seems like a pretty efficient one to do. No negate.
That's a good use for a gun.
Yeah. Ooh, that fast hit's a great draw by Matt. That could be a game ender here. Dylan's at 2. Attack with leader. Lucis. So many combo cards in Dylan's hand. So many Piccolos. Bardock again. Dylan's going for it this turn.
Dylan
Draws a
wants-
Trunks from his life. That's a great draw.
Dylan wants it. Now, this is going to be the crucial turn. Is Coom going to negate, or is he going to let it go? Because with an unyielding Trunks in Dylan's hand, he might be able to sneak one out if he doesn't negate. Or if
And
he
my
does negate.
blocker's huge. That's going to be huge against that hit that's in Matthew's hand. That gives him an out to that if he doesn't kill him this turn. Matthew takes it. Now, if Dylan can try to not play Scientist Fu here, I know it's going to be hard. All right.
He's going for it. Now, does he have the follow-up?
He doesn't run Battering either, does he? Like, no way to...
I think this is... Oh, no, he has the free blocker. He could swing.
He doesn't have a Champa, does he?
No, but he does have untap. And he could dig. He has a Piccolo. Look for something.
That one life, though, what are you digging for?
Maybe the Champa.
True.
And he's just going to pass.
I like that. I think that's super safe. Like I said, Matt has foreseeing hit, which is going to be very good in this situation. Has Matt used his... Oh, wait, never mind. He doesn't run flute in the deck. Never mind. Actually, how much energy does Matt have? 4 or 5?
5 now.
5. So he can play hit, and then he can actually look at his hand, see what he has, and then use Mass Saiyan as his overwhelm to... actually, no, he can't, because he doesn't kill blockers. But he can't clear the board up to the blocker. Swing with hit, and then swing with the other one. So that's probably what's going to happen.
Well, and now if he swings with Hirudegarn at Vidal,
Right.
lose one of those 3.
Right. He has to get that blocker out of there first.
And,
Oh, actually, Dylan just scooped it up.
Dylan just scooped it up.
I like that.
I think Dylan saw the run.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see any way Dylan survives that, but...
All right, we're underway.
Starting off with a bang.
Here we go. Just Bardock into Goten here.
And that's one of the new Go-10s.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, I think that the second series of the championship packs are really nice.
They look so cool.
Aesthetically.
Yeah, aesthetically, yeah, absolutely.
Quality of the cards, you could argue, but
You're just mad it wasn't a sensitive.
I think everybody's mad it wasn't a sensitive bean. But they do look very nice. I liked the green color they went for with the Shenron. Ties into the set 5.
Boy Clops, 9 rounds. One more round after this. This is the semifinals, essentially. Tied up 1-1.
So Dylan gets the Goten that he missed second game. And he's in business.
He's in business now. Let's see.
Let's see what he can do with what he's got. He definitely is not lacking in targets.
That's absolutely true. Ooh, Sitsu beats on the leader. Like it.
He knows he doesn't need to go over 10 to with his Bardogs.
Right.
No, there's no point. Just save it for a rainy day.
Trump's awake, potentially awakening on team.
So Coombs is in a predicament. He has the Senzu Bean, but does he use it now?
Right. If he
Or
uses,
does he save it?
I think he would use it now.
Because it's very integral for him to keep some kind of energy restand for the turn 3 Chain Zeno.
right.
And that's going to be his line of victory here.
This is a heck of a turn, too, by the way. Holy crap. Storm.
It's like
You
Flute
need to
never
calm
went
down.
away.
Yeah, you need to calm down.
It's like Flute was never really the problem.
Oh, Flute's
Some could
Flute
say.
was a problem. Maybe not the problem.
Oh, and he finds another goten.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
keeps
It
going.
keeps
on
giving.
going.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better, the championship pack one or the original one?
Championship pack one just looks too pretty.
Really? I like the regular one, I think, better.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool.
Gentlemen can agree to disagree.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's fine.
I will trade you all my regulars for all your championship. No problem.
Oh,
Dusty doesn't have.
I don't have yeah. I have cards.
Just not
He
your
has
cards.
Octagon.
Yeah.
has
No,
Octagon.
I have cards. I have almost a play set of everything.
Yeah.
I'm missing the Gotens because I have to go to a BCC event to get those, which is tough. My area doesn't really have.
My trade binder right over
Do you really? I'll take 4, thank you.
there. We could work some out over dinner.
Yeah, you just give it to me, and then I just give you a high five.
A crisp high five.
I give you a high five for 4 cards. You get an extra thing. It's
It's
5. That's to trade
Definitely
5 for
don't
4.
want a thing, okay? That's the last item on my list is a thing.
All right, and Coom goes to 3, and Dylan's making short work of Coombs here. Now, putting Hirudegarn to 3 is definitely not where Coom wants to be.
Yeah, I think the answer to your question might have been yes. He should have used Sensu Bean.
I am starting to agree, but you know what? Only time can tell. He does have a grip. He does have a grip. And this is really unfortunate because Hirudegarn can't attack a Goten
Right.
without losing its card draw advantage, which he really needs. He just filtered a useless Zeno, and I think he's looking to keep stuff. He's forcing Dylan to dish a card. Or does he go to 3?
Oof.
Ooh, he was thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. He does have Grandpa Gohan at hand, so he doesn't need Bardock to continue the storm. Drew a Goten from his life.
Oh, that's why he doesn't need to attack.
And
That's
that also helps him get his overwhelm.
I'll be honest with you, I feel bad for Matt. I feel like his deck is super sick. He just hasn't had a chance to get the right pieces at the right time.
Yeah,
like, Dylan has put so much pressure on him that it's...
Dusty,
Hey,
I was gonna try to help you guys out once the tour starts with the streaming and everything. I used to stream regularly. I have the whole interface set up and everything, so like I'm very familiar. I design overlays for OBS and stuff. So
yeah.
anything you guys I can help with. So yeah.
I'll
add you on Facebook.
If you're still around after this match, I would love to sit down and talk to you for a second. Yeah.
I'm gonna run out to the car.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right. So here we are, back to the match, and here's the thing about Matt Coombs' deck. He could technically go off on turn 3.
Yep.
That's true.
So
And Dylan's at 3 life.
maybe since Dylan went to 3, he's like, all right, I
just have to survive, and I can kill.
I'm just gonna go for, or Matt's just gonna go for it next turn if he lives. But Dylan, knowing he went to 3,
This tells me that this is his kilter, right? He's like, I'm going to try to kill him. 3 life. So he's going to draw.
Really wants him at 2. Is he running batteries?
he has 2 in the side, but if
Dylan?
if he's playing them,
Yeah.
if he sided them in, is undetermined. I don't think I've seen one yet.
Gosh. Well, if he had battering, he won 1 last game, so
Well, I'm just wondering
it's
why
possible.
he's pushing here
Right.
to get that 1 point in.
Okay.
another and then awaken?
No,
Nope,
he game 1. He actually never.
Well, he can't awaken if he wants to do his
Awaken
combo.
hero.
If he wants to
Yeah.
win with triple flash or whatever his win con is that he wants to use, he can't awaken. It's
Yeah.
very. I mean, that's how the untapped 2 leaders work, right? They really can't awaken on your turn. If they do, then that's like a small victory for you anyway, right? So, and how far behind Matt is right now, he cannot afford to awaken right now.
I wouldn't say Matt's
Yeah, I
behind.
don't.
In hand advantage, yes. In life, he's sitting one above Dylan, but we're gonna see what happens.
Flute. It's a good beat.
It definitely could help him find what he needs right now.
What he needs to find is a freaking bad ring laser. If he could find that, I don't know if he, like I said, I don't know if he has it in the deck, but if he could find it.
Swings are getting through.
All right, here comes the leader attack. He needs to untap a yellow if he can.
Yeah.
There's the trunks, gets it off the leader attack. Pretty
Very
good.
nice. Very
Pretty
nice.
good.
So we know he has a Goten and we know he has a Bardock, but I think Matt's got too many cards in hand.
He is out of negates though, so he might be able to squeak this out if he doesn't find anything relevant off the life.
True.
And
Forcing Matt to awaken. That's good.
But if you remember last time, Matt went through a couple of attacks in between his negates. He didn't do it 2 back to back.
Right.
so, getting rid of the combination attack pan, that gets rid of his out for triple flash. But I think he's just gonna go all in on this Mira in hand. I think that's his game plan.
So
Who's this?
Combs. He has
Okay,
a.
he has a
no,
Mira
sorry,
hand?
not Mira. Massan.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
what confused me about that play is I
And
would
he
have really
passed.
wanted that Grandpa go home.
What I'm really worried it's going to happen here, and I don't think Matt is going to fall into this trap because he's obviously a good player. Not that you're a bad player if you fall in this trap, but it's possible that Matt might attack with his leader first, and Dylan has Nimbus in hand.
But he only needs one attack.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, Dylan.
I mean, it's
Dylan
very
might-
easy to get into that cycle where you're like, I'll just get
Yeah.
one more card, and
Uh-huh.
then I'll go all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's fine. If that does happen, it's not like he's.
All right. I think we're gonna see.
There's a leader attack. Okay.
No, I don't think he's going to.
Nimbus.
I don't think he Nimbus is here because his hand is so much bigger. Ooh, and that's unfortunate.
What?
He Kunj just drew a Xeno. That's not what you want to see when you're trying to go all in.
I think you do Nimbus here.
He didn't Nimbus.
Okay.
No,
I guess that makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
you can easily because he Kunz
You
only
save it-
has
you save it for
five,
the double
five in
striker. You
hand.
save it
Yeah,
for the
yeah, you
striker.
save
Okay,
it.
that makes sense.
You save it for the for sure deal, and
So maybe Matt was attacking with leader to bait out the Nimbus there. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that actually could have
Yeah.
been.
I definitely think that was the case.
Because if you think about it, not knowing what's in his hand, what's the biggest thing that Matt can play with 3?
I think
or
that,
2
but,
with
but,
Overrun?
but the way I see it is like, Matt has 4 cards in hand. So if Matt plays a 25k and attacks me, I can probably out combo him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care to
Yeah.
Nimbus the leader attack because it forces Matt to either go all in or
Yeah.
change his turn. Flip
Exactly.
his turn. That's
And-
how I see it. But the
Is
way
it
you
your-
guys are seeing it is much different too. Though it's like
Yeah. Well,
you save the Nimbus for the threat that can kill you, then it doesn't matter. You know?
yeah.
And Matt has to pass.
And
Okay.
Matt passes.
So yeah,
He's
I would have got super
holding
blown out
on.
then.
And Dylan's going for the win. I think that Was that his only Nimbus?
No, he drew that one off the top for the turn, so he still does have one more Nimbus in hand, at least.
Yep,
I
there
think
it
I
is,
saw
I see it.
2. He does have 2 in hand, so I think we're gonna see.
I would
Then
attack
get
with
back
this
to the
right here. I
grind.
would attack with this so hard.
Attention Dragon Ball Super players.
And I think Dylan just found a Mira, but he didn't take it. Interesting.
One thing that I think Storm players can do, and maybe I'm over-exaggerating this a little bit, but I feel like every time you play a card that you're going to Storm with, you should always attack with it. Doesn't mean you should combo,
Yeah.
but you should always attack.
Yeah.
That way, you never know. Maybe your opponent's like, oh crap, he's trying to get me to 2. Negate. I don't know. You know what I mean? Since you being something, and then you can kind of get an idea.
Yeah, you're completely right. I've seen a lot of players not optimize their turn, just because they're thinking about the linear play, not what makes more sense.
I ran Storm for a while, and I can tell you, if I'm going against the Hirudegarn and they leave 3 untapped and don't do anything, I'm thinking they've got a Mafuba in hand.
Okay. Okay. Matthew
So-
getting a Gohan on play. That's a very big deal.
2 cards left. Let's see what he can get off his life.
Does Dylan run any critical threats in the deck that we know
no,
of?
but he
Gets
just
the double
drew
strike.
the
Gets
double
the double
strike.
Oh,
That's what is gonna help him find what he needs.
Digging for the battery and not some.
a Bardock, not a bad draw either.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 25, 30, 35, and he has to take it.
Now, what does he draw off the life? Ooh,
He doesn't want to share.
that didn't look like something that's gonna be helpful. A Xeno.
Of course it was a Zeno. Of
A
course
Xeno.
it was a Zeno. Gosh. Matt, come on.
Oh, look at him show
I'm
it.
gonna-
Look at
I'm
him
going to
show
Zeno
it.
this, please. Please let me kill you with it. Negate.
I think he's scooping it up here. Well, no,
He's just dropping his hand.
he's making him. Yeah, he's making him play it out, which is smart. But it's over. Well, that's going to be the end of
Shigesh Kid Goku,
round
please.
8.
Definitely. Good match. Very,
Yeah.
very good match. It was very, I mean, Matthew got so unlucky.